Chapter 1. The Man in the Shadows. In the bustling city of Varenthia, where skyscrapers gleamed against the night sky, there was a legend whispered among the wealthy elite, the richest man nobody ever knew. His name was Elias Thorne. While billionaires flaunted their fortunes in the media, Elias remained an enigma, operating from the shadows. Elias lived in a modest, unassuming brownstone on the edge of the city's financial district. The building was plain, adorned with a simple wrought iron gate and ivy creeping up the walls. Most would pass it by without a second glance. Yet inside, the brownstone was a fortress of technology and luxury, hidden behind layers of security and high-tech gadgetry. His lifestyle was a blend of simplicity and extravagance, a stark contrast to his hidden wealth. His days were spent in an office cluttered with screens and papers, where algorithms danced across the monitors like ghosts. Outside, people rushed by, unaware of the genius at work just beyond their reach. But within the walls of his sanctuary, Elias was in control, a puppet master of the financial world. Chapter 2. The Genesis of Wealth. Elias's wealth had not come from inheritance or traditional means. Years earlier, he was a brilliant but unrecognized tech prodigy, dropping out of a prestigious university to pursue his ideas. While others followed conventional paths, Elias invested his time in developing algorithms that could predict market trends with uncanny accuracy. Late nights turned into early mornings as he refined his craft, fueled by a relentless curiosity and an insatiable drive to succeed. The breakthrough came when he created a financial analytics software that revolutionized trading strategies for hedge funds. His name never graced the headlines, but the profits rolled in. He took calculated risks, investing in startups that others overlooked, all while remaining invisible. His first major success came from a small tech firm specializing in renewable energy. As it exploded in popularity, so did Elias's wealth. Yet he remained a phantom, choosing anonymity over accolades. Chapter 3. The Network of Secrets. Despite his success, Elias had little interest in the limelight. He preferred to operate through intermediaries. He invested heavily in innovative startups, often taking quiet stakes in companies that would later explode onto the scene. His keen eye for potential was just one aspect of his genius. Elias built a network of connections, a hidden web of influential figures in finance, technology, and art. He was known as a shadow advisor, a behind-the-scenes guru who guided others to success while remaining anonymous. The allure of mystery surrounded him, igniting curiosity among those who learned of his existence. He would attend high-profile events in disguise, blending in with the crowd, observing the ambitions of the aspiring and wealthy alike. Each interaction was a game, a chance to discern who was worth investing in, both financially and personally. Chapter 4. The Mansion of Masks. One evening, a gala was hosted at the opulent Moonstone Mansion, an event that attracted the city's elite. Invitations were rare, and whispers of Elias's attendance sent ripples through the crowd. The mansion, a symbol of wealth, was filled with chandeliers, fine art, and sumptuous food. Yet the air buzzed with the thrill of the unknown. Attendees speculated about who Elias Thorne really was. Was he a recluse? A ghost? Some believed he was a master of disguise, attending events in different personas. As the night unfolded, a sense of anticipation gripped the room. People were on edge, exchanging glances, hoping to catch a glimpse of the man behind the myth. Elias watched from a balcony, surveying the scene below. He found it both exhilarating and draining, the superficiality of wealth on display. But he knew that among the glitz, there were diamonds in the rough, talented individuals who could change the world if given the chance. Chapter 5. The Encounter at the Gala. A young entrepreneur named Lila caught Elias's eye. She was passionate about sustainable technology, but struggling to find funding. Her booth displayed an innovative water filtration system that could revolutionize access to clean water in developing nations. Intrigued by her vision and determination, Elias approached her, cloaked in anonymity. He introduced himself as a potential investor, asking probing questions about her mission. Lila spoke with fervor, her eyes lighting up as she described her goals. Elias felt a spark of recognition. He saw a reflection of his younger self in her, the same fire, the same hunger for success. Before parting, he gave her a card, offering to connect her with some influential contacts. Little did Lila know, she had just met the richest man nobody ever knew. Chapter 6. The Revelation. As Lila's startup gained traction, the pressure on Elias to step into the light grew. News of a mysterious benefactor spread, drawing attention and speculation. When Lila was invited to pitch her company to a major investor, she decided to bring Elias along, not knowing his true identity. In a moment of vulnerability, Elias chose to reveal himself, not just as a benefactor, but as a person who once faced the same challenges. Lila was shocked but inspired. Elias explained his journey, emphasizing the importance of staying true to oneself amid the allure of wealth and fame. With her newfound confidence, Lila pitched her idea brilliantly, capturing the attention of investors. As the meeting concluded, Lila thanked Elias for his guidance, and he realized he had found a new purpose, helping others rise. Chapter 7. The Legacy of Shadows. Elias's story, now entwined with Lila's success, ignited a curiosity in the public. Articles began to emerge, unraveling the mystery behind the man who had quietly amassed a fortune. Yet Elias remained elusive, preferring to live in the shadows while supporting those with potential. As Lila's company thrived, she continued to seek Elias's wisdom, not just as a mentor but as a friend. Together, they launched initiatives to empower budding entrepreneurs, creating a legacy of guidance and support. Elias's name became synonymous with quiet philanthropy, even if he remained a ghost. He hosted secret workshops for aspiring entrepreneurs, sharing insights and fostering a community of innovators who could one day change the world. The thrill of shaping the future filled him with purpose, overshadowing the allure of recognition. Title: The Shadow of Wealth. Part 2. Chapter 8. The Reluctant Goodbye. After the gala, Elias was drawn to Lila's passion and ambition, but the weight of her financial struggles weighed heavily on his mind. As he dug deeper into her situation, he discovered the extent of her debts, loans and obligations that threatened to engulf her dreams. Elias valued potential, but he also understood the risks of liability. After much contemplation, he made the difficult decision to cut ties with Lila. He didn't want to be burdened by the financial mess she was in, despite the bond they had formed. Instead, Elias refocused on his own pursuits, pouring his energy into developing new patents, innovative technologies designed to create passive income streams. He envisioned a future where he could earn money on autopilot, allowing him to pursue his interests without the constant stress of active management. Chapter 9. The Pursuit of Innovation. Elias set to work, dedicating himself to his inventions. His latest patent was a revolutionary algorithm for optimizing investments in emerging technologies. This software would analyze market trends, predicting the next big thing before it even surfaced. While he worked tirelessly in his brownstone, he also began acquiring several startup financial companies that specialized in automated trading and portfolio management. Each acquisition brought him closer to a network that would not only enhance his wealth, but also protect his innovations from corporate raiders. The thrill of building his empire consumed him. He envisioned a world where he could support entrepreneurs like Lila, but this time without the emotional entanglements that had clouded his judgment. Chapter 10. Whispers in the Wind. As Elias expanded his ventures, whispers about the unknown billionaire began circulating in financial circles. Journalists and analysts speculated about the identity of the shadowy figure behind a series of high-profile investments and innovative patents. Elias reveled in the anonymity, knowing that he could move unnoticed in the corporate world. But the attention also posed a threat. The more curious the media became, the more likely they were to uncover his identity. He took precautions, setting up layers of corporate structures to obscure his true ownership. Elias enjoyed the game of cat and mouse with the media, using their curiosity to his advantage. He made strategic appearances at select industry events, deflecting attention while keeping his name out of the headlines. Chapter 11. The Patent War. While Elias was busy expanding his portfolio, he learned that hedge funds were beginning to take interest in his patents. They saw the potential to capitalize on his innovations, and their tactics grew increasingly aggressive. Rumors of espionage reached Elias's ears. Competing firms were sending teams to uncover the details of his technologies, eager to replicate or steal his work. He knew he needed to protect his intellectual property. In response, he hired a team of legal experts specializing in patent law. They fortified his defenses, ensuring that any infringement would be met with swift legal action. Elias wasn't just a creator, he was now a strategist, safeguarding his empire against potential threats. Chapter 12. Maintaining Connections. Despite his desire to remain hidden, Elias understood the importance of maintaining relationships with a select group of billionaires. These connections provided not only opportunities but also a buffer against the growing scrutiny of his activities. He carefully curated his circle, ensuring that he surrounded himself with optimistic thinkers who shared his vision. Each friend was a calculated choice, individuals who inspired him rather than drained his energy. He distanced himself from those who brought liabilities or negativity into his life. Elias's family name still carried weight in certain circles, thanks to a decades-old investment in gold that had enriched generations. He leveraged this reputation while remaining out of sight, allowing his acquaintances to speculate about the identity of the silent investor behind their growing success. Chapter 13. The Unexpected Encounter. While attending a discreet networking event for elite investors, Elias encountered a familiar face, one of Leila's investors, who had been intrigued by her technology. The chance meeting brought back memories of their conversations, igniting a mix of nostalgia and regret. He realized that Leila had made strides in her career, but the thought of re-entering her life made him uneasy. He was committed to his path, but the encounter reminded him of the potential he had chosen to step away from. Elias decided to discreetly inquire about Leila's progress, using his network to gather intel without revealing his connection. He learned that she had secured a new round of funding, which fueled his curiosity about her journey. Yet he remained resolute in his decision to keep his distance, fearing the complications that could arise from rekindling their relationship. Chapter 14. The Challenge of Change. As Elias continued to build his empire, he faced an unexpected challenge. His automated trading algorithms, while initially successful, began to falter in the face of rapidly changing market conditions. The pressure mounted as investors grew restless, demanding results. Elias plunged back into his work, determined to refine his technologies. He gathered a team of engineers and analysts, dedicating himself to solving the issues plaguing his systems. The pressure was intense, but he thrived on the challenge, fueled by his desire to succeed. He implemented rigorous testing protocols and sought out feedback from trusted colleagues, fine-tuning his algorithms until they regained their competitive edge. Elias knew that failure was not an option. His reputation and fortune depended on it. Chapter 15. The Price of Success. Elias's hard work began to pay off. His innovations were back on track, and investor confidence soared. Yet as his wealth grew, so did the scrutiny. The media's curiosity intensified, and rumors of his identity circulated like wildfire. Elias found himself contemplating the sacrifices that came with success. He had isolated himself from personal connections in his quest for wealth and security. The friends he kept were valuable allies, but he craved deeper relationships, companionship that didn't come with the weight of financial expectations. He started considering how to balance his business life with personal fulfillment. He began to look for opportunities to give back, perhaps through anonymous philanthropy, hoping to connect with the community while keeping his identity hidden. Chapter 16. The Future in Focus. With the dust settling from the media frenzy, Elias embraced a renewed focus on his goals. He decided to invest in promising new technologies that aligned with his vision for the future, sustainable solutions that could create lasting impact. As he launched new initiatives, he remained cautious, ensuring his anonymity while fostering connections with entrepreneurs who shared his passion. Elias kept his circle tight, avoiding those who sought to exploit his generosity or status. In the depths of his brownstone, surrounded by screens filled with data and opportunity, Elias felt a sense of peace. He was the richest man nobody ever knew, but his legacy was becoming clearer. It was not just about accumulating wealth, it was about creating a future where innovation thrived and dreams became reality on autopilot. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more intriguing tales of mystery and ambition. Your feedback helps shape future adventures.